This is an illustration of how the new sales tax will hurt low-income families. First, the mayor needs to create a new fund. To do this, he needs everyone in Kansas City, Missouri to pay an extra 3/8 sales tax. Due to historic and systemic issues, people living on the west side of Kansas City pay less for goods than their neighbors to the east. Demographic data proves that there are more people living in this category than there are people living in a higher income bracket to the west. So, there is a higher population of people living at or below poverty levels in Kansas City, and that means more people living in poverty paying more for goods, putting more into this bucket that we will label Pre-K for All. As this Pre-K for All fund grows by $28 million each year, it's supposed to help families with 4-year-olds, but there's a big problem. $21 million a year for the first 3 years goes to infrastructure, administration, and to add staff to govern the program, all redundant for many public school districts affected by this tax. That's a total of $63 million per year that will not be going to fund pre-K seats. So we can already see where we are losing out on 5,250 potential seats. Now, it's a noble goal to want to provide free pre-K for all. As a matter of fact, many school districts already offer free pre-K for 3- and 4-year-olds, with plans to expand those seats without this tax. The mayor's plan falls woefully short of that and is in fact creating a false sense of urgency over something that is already being discussed on many levels in our education community. Not to mention the idiocy of spending $63 million to manage an $84 million fund. Now that we have a new fund that does not meet the needs of all pre-K families, let's talk about how those funds are dispersed. Now, this is a graphic that has been shared by the mayor's office, which is supposed to illustrate that their plan is equitable, meaning the families that receive the discount are the families who apply that need it the most. It's also important to note the words highest quality level provider, but we will talk about that in another video. When we try to point out that the mayor's plan was not equitable, this graphic was shared on Facebook on January 31st, 2019, with the following text. Our plan will generate funding for pre-K that will provide tuition discounts to those who need it most. The problem with this graphic is that is not what it demonstrates. This is actually a sliding scale, which gives users an idea of how much their discount would be should they actually receive one. Since there isn't enough money to go around, how will they determine who gets served first? Will it be a lottery? Will it be first come, first served? The truth is, there is nothing in the mayor's sales tax plan which guarantees that all low-income families that need it the most will be the first ones served. Many believe that this is not the right way to fund pre-K. Please get the facts on the mayor's sales tax. It is being opposed by the American Federation of Teachers in Kansas City, KC TIF Watch, the Kansas City Public Schools District Advisory Committee, More Squared, League of Women Voters, Committee to Abolish Poverty, NAACP, Urban League of Greater Kansas City, Northland Clay County EDC, and Platte County Economic Development Council, as well as many of the school districts affected by this tax.